Yo, yo. What up, Set? Just in time, brother. Don't forget to hit that like button. Got a good one for y'all today. What it do, people? What it do? The truth revealed. Y'all doing out there? Hope y'all doing well. Gonna wait for some people to get up in here. About to start soon.
In the whole city, it's just crazy right now. And shit ain't gonna stop. No shit gonna get a lot more worse before it get any better.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get to it. Testing, testing, testing. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? No static. Y'all can hear me perfect? All right, so I don't know. Ain't nobody saying nothing in the chat right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the chat for now, and I'm going to just begin. And whoever joined late, you can just watch it on the playthrough. Just watch it on a run back. All right, so a lot of us, man, we've been wondering what happened with people like, let me say, why is people acting strange, right? And King Mansa, shout out to King Mansa, by the way. He talked about how you deal with mental illness first, and that seemed to be the case. Let me search up one thing real quick. Hold up. All right, now, interesting, right? Something very interesting. I miss one context before I do this live stream, and very interesting, right? Because this is what it's all about right here. This is what it's all about. Mental illness is linked to genetic mutation. This is the answer. This is why people is not the same anymore. This is why people not normal anymore. It is a genetic mutation. You heard it first. I'm about to break all this shit down to y'all. Show y'all the evidence. We're going to go into it. We're going to go into it. This been long overdue. Long overdue. So I'm going to put this to the side right now and go back to the scripture. What it's all about. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who turn darkness to light and light to darkness, who replace bitter with sweet and sweet with bitter. Think of, you ever watched the show The Powerpuff Girls? Remember when he created the Powerpuff Girls, he made sugar and spice and everything nice. And then he made a mistake and hit this and broke this jar of bad stuff. And now it turned into something else. It was like a mutation. They became like a mutation. But see, when you turn something that was intended for good, when you change it in any way, it's no longer the same. It's something else. And when something is something else from its intended purpose, it's usually bad. This is why you don't touch it. Now, this is the truth for everything on this planet Earth. Everything. If you alter it, if you change it, if you try to play God, bad things happen. This is why those who turn darkness to light and light to darkness is alterations. They're altering things. They're changing things. They're changing reality. They're changing our perception. So what's happening? What's going on, y'all? What's really, really going on? I'm about to explain it. So what do I believe is the main agenda? What is the end game? What is the end game? This program, all the evilness in the world, the hate in people's heart. What is the end game? The end game is they want to bring hell on earth. They want to bring hell on earth. And I mean literally. That is the end game. This program is just a step in that direction. Just a step in that direction. If y'all ever played the game Doom, the first Doom, this is the introduction. This is the opening scene to the movie Doom. Pay attention.
Against all the evil.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure.
That hell can conjure. All the wickedness that mankind can produce.
All the wickedness that mankind can produce. What does it create?
We will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
You see the star? You see that satanic shit? The whole world is corrupt. There's a spell on the earth. There's a heavy, dark spell that been placed over planet Earth. Satanic, demonic to its core. Everybody's corrupt. Everybody's satanic. Everybody's wicked.
We must pray now.
pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone.
Yo, they put the truth in these movies. So Doom is the guy that's supposed to save Earth. Right? Because he come back and he like, what is all these monsters doing on Earth? So Doom is the guy you play and you come and slay the demons and you save the world, yada yada. But they tell you in multiple occasions, multiple movies, that there will come a time where the world be so corrupt, and once the veil be lifted, you will see people, you will see things for what they truly are. Then, only then will you see, will your eyes open up. You will no longer be asleep. You will start to see things that have always been in front of you, and people's hearts will fail. I've been telling you this. Telling you this for a long time. So that is the end game. They want to bring hell on earth. So I'm about to show y'all something else real quick. Hold on. Now, how would they complete this? How would they be able to accomplish that goal? How would they be able to bring hell on earth? Where do they start? Where must they start? They must start with people. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. They must start with the people first. They must corrupt hearts. Keep in mind and say, turn light into dark, the good evil. How are they doing it? How can you turn something? Well, let's look at the body. Let's look at the brain, right? The brain is neuroplasticity. The brain is neuroplasticity, which is the brain's natural ability to change, grow, and recognize its structure and connections throughout your life. Give me a moment real quick, because there's another part to this. All right. So once again, y'all, whoever joined late, I'm not running it back. Y'all gonna have to watch it on a run through. But the brain is neuroplasticity. So we have the innate ability to change. How can we change? Well, this title of this video was going to be called The Human Condition. It's conditions that change people. Just like the program is a form of conditioning. But it is the condition that change people. Let's look up condition. See, gang stalking is all environmental conditional and genetically. That's it. This is how they change people. Environmental, conditional, and genetically. That is the three main factors in all this. When you look up what the human condition is, you will begin to understand why they do what they do. The human condition is the total of experiences, traits, and events that make up being human. Wow. So we are an accumulation of things outside ourselves that makes us who we are. So if they want to bring hell on earth, then they would have to place a condition on the environment. Gang stalking is what? The three main factors. Now, there's a condition that been placed on us as TIs, and there are conditions that have been placed on the people that participate. Now, when we go to we know what the brain being plasticity is able to be molded and changed in events, experiences, changes you. Your environment, right? You look up these things, they show you zombies, they show you monsters. I told y'all how the real demons is really human beings, right? What is a zombie? Well, a zombie is a fictional undead creature or a person lacking energy and free will. Lacking energy and free will. Interesting how in West Africa and Haitian traditions, sorcerers, they look at this as, it controls a less willed person. A less willed person. People who do as they told is considered a zombie. But this is just one aspect. Just one aspect. So we know about the human condition now, right? The accumulation, experience, traits, events that make up being human. Now, what if somebody was to alter that? What would happen if that's what makes being a human being? What if somebody was to just play around with it, malicious intent, and was like, I want to turn people into monsters, killers, rapists, pedophiles? How would I do that? If I know the human condition is the total experience, traits, and events that make up being human, how can I change people? Well, we know that the neuroplasticity is in the brain, meaning the brain can be shaped. What shapes the body? What shapes the body? Right? So it say the human body changes form through alterations in muscle mass, body fat, distribution, and posture, driven by factors like exercise, nutrition, hormones, and aging. So not just the brain changes, the body changes. I mean, we know that, right? So I just want to put you on to the fact that the brain and the body changes, right? Now, keep in mind, I said they want to bring hell on earth. You can't have hell without what? Who inhabits hell? Can't have hell without them. Evil spirits, they need a body, they need a vessel. The body is just the host. They need these demonic spirits down here. They need a body. They need a perfect vessel. So they must what? You corrupt. The body is just the cup. But we're going to get into that. But first, you must know the body changes also. Not just the brain, the body, right? It say biological constraints and time dictates baseline shape and long-term changes. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So these things, so the body has conditions where it changes. Like I said, now, who control these conditions? Who controls the environment in today's time? Who controls them? The program. The program controls everything that's environmental. So let's look at let me just give you a few examples. Let me just give you a few examples. Remember Smeagol of The Lord of the Rings? Remember this guy right here? Why does he look like that? Why do he look like a alteration of a human being? Why? Human conditions. Let's ask Google why he looked like that. So it say Smeagol looks the way he does because what it say? Alterations. For one, it say corrupt magic, right? Magic is real. Life in darkness. He been living in darkness. Diet and habit. Mental fractions. Things that can happen in the real world. Things that can, this isn't fiction. Things that can happen in the real fucking world. A motherfucker can turn. Due to what? Mess dabbling around with wickedness. Life in darkness. Your diet and habits. Mental fractures. These things can make you look like that. I mean, not exactly, but you get what it's saying, right? It can actually turn you. You might appear to be human, but you're not human. Conditioning. The human condition. Where you place a motherfucker at is what's going to dictate who he is, how he behave. It can be something minor to something very serious. Let me give you another example. Remember the movie Pandorum? My favorite movie, by the way. Y'all remember Pandorum, right? Oh yeah. By the way, this main thing that we talking about is mutation. This is all a mutation. The reason why people is out their minds and having mental illnesses and it's all a mutation, y'all. Look, mental illness is linked to genetic mutation. They're mutating people in real fucking time. This is what's going on. People are mutating. Everything you eating is genetic modification. They're mutating people's minds and body for one agenda. Like I said, they're trying to bring hell on earth. Keep this in mind. Now, the movie Pandorum. Remember the monsters? Remember those fucking monsters on Pandorum? Now, why do they look like that? I wonder. Well, let's ask Google. It say they are mutated. They mutated. They become feral. Descendants of the human passengers. They mutated. degeneration, cause radical physical changes, mental regression across generations. We don't look at this as people. We think everything's fine. We think everything's fine. Look, behavior, highly aggressive and predatory. They hunt with coordinated pack tactics. Is this not gang stalking with mental illness? And we underestimate these things. We think what we see is just normal. No, these people are hunting humans. They're out of their minds, hunting humans, and coordination is truly demonic, truly monstrous, and on some other shit. People is mutating due to the conditioning. Like I said, gang stalking is 3 factors. Do your research. You will see that all of this shit is medical, environmental, conditional, and genetically. Don't believe me? Don't believe that this shit is all mutation? Look at the movie Spider-Man. Brand new movie Spider-Man, by the way. Right? They brand new movie. Brand new movie they brought up. Right? I'm about to show you. Remember the movie Spider-Man? Look at the plot. Look at the plot. What I said, the TIs, we being mutated too, in a way, if we're not conscious. So in the Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day, an isolated Peter Parker, this is what isolation does. They telling you the isolation, how it mutates you. An isolated Peter Parker undergoes a stressful biological mutation. They're causing biological and psychological mutation in people. So in Peter Parker, in the new movie, this is what they're showing you. This is what's happening to Peter Parker. He undergo a stressful, something that TIs are going through. This is real fucking life. Undergo a stressful biological mutation that makes him more spider-like. What they tell you, isolation and mutation is linked. Solitary life. For 4 years, Peter been lonely. How long has T.I.'s been lonely for? How long has T.I.'s been lonely for? 15, 10 years? What the hell we mutated into? Damn sure ain't no damn spider, but I'm just saying, they're telling you mutation is linked to environmental conditions, human conditioning. So in Spider-Man, they tell you that even he can mutate. He was mutating. Now, let's take a look at conditioning. For example, let's look up the etymology of conditioning. Remember, people changing. They're changing people. We looked up human condition, but let's look up the condition. Particular mode of being of a person or thing? Oh, hold up, slow down. So the body can change, the mind can change, the DNA can hold on, I'm going ahead myself, but the body can change, the mind can change, and now you telling me that the condition is a particular mode of being of a person or thing? So people can change? A mode? You can switch motherfuckers? What happens? What happens when a person have the ability can turn the motherfucker into something? Oh, this is dangerous. Then they say, how what's a condition? An agreement, stipulation. Agreements, y'all. I talked about that on my last live stream. Agreements is powerful. It's covenants. And it's a condition you place on yourself. If you break your agreement, bad things happen. Might not be physical. When you cross those lines, bad things happen. It might not be visible at first. It might be internal changes. If you be like, yo, I want to gang stalk people, and you think you're doing it in secret, it's changing you. When you do things, there are consequences. Might not be short term, but it's long term, and it might not be visible. It might be invisible. It might not show externally. It might show internally. But understand, what do it say? It simulate. It will come together. They want to bring hell on earth. They placed in conditions. Everything is conditional. Consent. It's a consent. People consent to these things. What did it say? A person's situations, condition, nature, manner to speak with, talk together, agree upon. All your enemies, they come together and place a condition on themselves. There's a condition on your environment. There's a condition on your community. There's a condition on the whole world. And they have broke it. They have broke God's law. And this is why the world is doomed. Now, listen, the movie Doom coming out. The world is doomed. They're telling you. Look, we're going to go a lot deeper. Now, if they're changing people, how are they doing it? How are they doing it? Through genetic mutation, psychological mutation. Look up a mutation. What is a mutation? A mutation is a permanent change in the DNA sequence of an organism. It happens during cell division or from environmental damage, like radiation. Most mutations do nothing or get fixed by cells. Some change traits or cause health issues. They damage the environment. They get people to do what's being, they're modifying behavior, and it goes much deeper than this. They're changing people's cell division. How are they doing it? Well, if they changing people's mind, that's neuroplasticity. If they're changing people's body, bad health, the environment, if they're changing people's behavior traits, how are they getting the DNA? How are they necessarily conditioning the DNA now? Because it must come together. It must be a total change, not just partial manifestation. They must they must change the whole person. How are they doing it? With the jab. That was the last stage. They need to put the shit inside you. Black goo. This is what the black goo is about. The black goo is the cellular change, and this is the end game. This is how they're gonna bring hell on earth. This is why people not normal no more. This is what the fuck was going on. The black goo is the last stage. This is what changes people. Goo change is like clay. Listen. Look at. I'm gonna show you examples of this black goo. I'm gonna show you movie Spider-Man, Black Venom. Check this out. Turn you to a monster. Turn you into something else. Once you change it, any slight alterate. Look, what God intended. Scientists are realizing that everything is strategically, methodically perfect. It was made perfectly. It don't need touch. You don't need to take care of nature. Nature take care of itself. If humans left this planet, the earth will heal itself. You don't need to touch anything. Leave it alone. God made everything perfect. When you alter it, when you change it, everything is so on point and precise that if you change it, if you turn 1.7 into 1.8, guess what? It's something else. It's no longer good. It's bad. It's defective. They're changing what God intended, the nature. They're disrupting the nature of things. Human beings, characteristics. Humans not supposed to hunt humans, yo. Especially not for sports. If that's happening, what the hell is going on with the environment? If I'm some outsider and I come into a city and this is my first time and I'm like, I seen humans before and I come into a city and I'm like, all this gang stalking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with the environment? The environment is sick. I'm putting on a gas, man. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Something is wrong, right? Look at the movie Prometheus, right? Prometheus, it showed you about the black goo. Prometheus, right? Remember, it showed you about the black goo, right? Now, Prometheus what do it say? The black goo, it acts both as the creator and the destroyer of life. Mutate things and mutate. It causes madness. It's physically warping. It changes, it breaks down the DNA. If you touch how the body is made, if you change people's DNA, they become something else. It's not even a word you can call it because it never happened before. It wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't a part of the whole plan. It becomes something else. You can't explain it. They can't even tell you what the hell is wrong with people. They look, why you think everything is policed? Yo, they making sure this shit show don't fall. This shit, listen, if you look, I'm gonna tell you something. If the program ended, people would lose their minds. If it was no longer no police in this shit, look, the only reason why this shit haven't fall yet, the only reason why this shit haven't gone crazy yet, is because it's still an illusion of law and liberty and all this other shit. If it would be total anarchy. People would lose their minds, bro. You would see people, they're basically the dog walkers. They got a tight leash on this shit, this madness. If they remove this shit, people would be going crazy. You would see them for who they truly are. They trying to hold this shit back as much as possible. These people is animals out here. These people satanic. They are out for blood. They would kill each other. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. When the food run out, when the money get low, when the illusion fall, and that instinct take over of who they already are, that illusion fall, and you start to see people for it, and that ugly side start to show. People going, you gonna see the end of the world for real, for real. So We talked about the human condition being linked to mutations. They are out here mutating people. They mutating people. Now, let's go to the etymology of mutate. So, mutations, actions, or process of changing. So, I'll take you in the room real quick. I'll be like, yo, man, I need you to do something for me. I need you to watch this person, fuck with them a little bit. You know what I mean? Sign this NDA. You're going to be taking some actions. You're going to be in the process of, you're going to have to change your lifestyle. You're going to, you're going to be in the process of changing. You be like, yeah, I'll do that. I'm willing to do that. You make that agreement, that condition, that human condition. Now I put you and other people, these covenants, and you're placed in an environment. You're placed in my environmental program, which you go through a process that modifies your brain, your characters, your characteristics. Not only is I'm changing you psychologically, I'm changing you biological too and physical too. This will be detrimental, but you ain't gonna see the physical yet, so you gonna think everything's fine. So I need you to keep you on my team. So you're gonna go through a long process of changing. Once again, say they trying to bring hell on earth, but they got to start with the people first. There are conditions. Let's go. Let me show y'all what a condition is. Let's go to condition real quick, real quick. Let's go to condition real quick so we get an idea. A condition is a state of being, a physical fitness level, health issue, or a rule that you place for yourself, or a rule that already exists that you don't know about. A rule that must be met for something else to happen. So let's just say we got man rule, we got man law, and we got universal law. We got God's rule. We got things that we don't understand. So let me just say, hypothetically, in order for hell to come on earth, the condition must be really, really bad. What if the rule for the dome, the veil to fall, 98% of the world must be corrupt for people to wake up and see what's going on behind the veil? What if that's the rule? What if that must be the condition to be met for something to happen? What if the demons is in hiding because the condition haven't been met? Most people's hearts not corrupt. It's still good on planet Earth. What if if the rapture was to happen and all the good people is gone, the condition is then they can show themselves, then it can be hell on earth. What if they're trying to come to earth? What if they're trying to manifest themselves here? What if the condition is everybody must be bad? Because look, if you look up dystopia, right? If you look up a dystopia, hold on. And it just exited me out. Hold up. You look up dystopia, it say an imaginary bad place. Imaginary bad place. So things must be bad. People must be in bad conditions. You know what I'm saying? So now, before I move on, let me finish up with this with this mutation thing, so we have a better understanding that a mutation can happen through action or a process of changing. Then it say a changing alteration. Remember, I said when you alter anything, the human body, Mother Nature, when you alter it, it's a turn for the worse. It tells you when you gain stalk, you make a turn for the worse. That's the wrong turn. Remember the movie Wrong Turn? That's the wrong turn. If you participate in this program, you made a wrong turn in life. Because you will be changed. You will be altered. You will be hunting humans. You'll be spending your life doing something where you are a zombie. Do we need to go back to what a zombie is? What Haitians believe that to be? You're using magic to control a less willed person. A zombie is a person with no will, with no energy. This is what they're telling you. Linguistic mutation. Process whereby heritable changes in DNA rises. Y'all think this ain't serious. So look, now let's go to mutate. To change state or condition, undergo change. Back formation from mutation in genetic sense. Undergo mutation. To change, go, move. Now, mutagen. Agent that causes mutation. So basically, the program is a mutagen. It's an agent. Basically, okay, it's if I have a syringe in my hand and I inject you with it, a mutagen, and it changes you into a monster, right? Okay, how can I transfer this mutagen? How can I put this mutagen in you without actually injecting you? Well, I got something that's called an agent. An agent is a deceiver. I can implant something in your mind, get you to believe it. This agent can modify you sociologically, psychologically, and I can control your behavior. Thus, if I control your behavior, I can control your habits, then your traits. Then, if I can get enough of you, I can change the environment, and I get enough of y'all to change the environment, and then we place a human condition. If I can change that, then I can basically change the world. Everything that you're looking at is a genetic mutation. That mutated people. They are no longer human. They are no longer what qualifies being human. They are unqualified. T.I.'s, we going through a mutation also due to the isolation. We're Spider-Man, they showed you. Increased anger, madness. It's it's damaging. They're trying to mutate us. They're trying to forcefully mutate us. They putting us in environment condition. They trying to condition us for real. If we're not conscious of this, we will fall susceptible. It's biology. It's hard to fight biology. It's a real teeth and nail battle. So now, how are they mutating people? How deep is this shit going? Well, when we talk about magic, the body being a host, when you destroy people's will, no free will, there's something called reanimation. Reviving from apparent death. Act or action of giving fresh spirits or vigor. Now, let me show you something else real quick. Now, when we talk about changing a person, that would be considered reanimation. When we talk about genetic modification and we bringing someone back from the dead, from apparent death. Apparent death isn't necessary death, it's apparent. So, remember when I said gang stalking is basically a second life. a second life, bringing someone back from apparent death. Not necessarily death, but it's apparent, meaning it appears to be that way. If a person gain stalking, it appears to be that they're, whatever. Like it's not fully, but it's something you can comprehend that they're fucked up or that they did inside. It's apparent. So they've been reanimated, and not only that, they've been given fresh spirits. Because once you alter something, it's no longer the same. Remember, the body is just a host. They want to bring hell on earth. They want to give people fresh spirits. They must reanimate. They must change what God intended. Because you got to understand, a spirit can't inhabit something that's good. A spirit don't like a clean house. A spirit like a corrupt house, an altered house, but not something that's meant for good. No, you must alter it first. So if they want to bring hell on earth, then they mutate the environment. Now it's a party. Now we're talking. Now we can party. It ain't no God in here. Yeah, we can party. Reanimation. They're destroying people. They're destroying people's lives. They're keeping them on a state of death. And they're bringing them up. They're bringing them back. They're making them reborn. They're turning them into something else. I'm telling you that it's all genetic. It's all mutations. It's a genetic mutation. Mental illness is connected to genetic modification. Do I need to show you again? Mental illness is linked to genetic mutation. You dealing with mental illness with these people. What do it say? Many small changes. Many small, that means scratching of the nose, small. Coughing at another person, small. Gossiping, small. It's an accumulation. Many small changes. It seemed harmless. You go ahead, keep doing it. Yeah, keep on doing that magic. Go ahead, keep doing it. It's small. I ain't hurting nobody. 20, 15 years later, they fucked up. They don't even know themselves. They're dead. This shit real. I just told y'all how the body, bro, they show you this shit in many movies. Look, most conditions like depression, anxiety, ADHD, and schizophrenia are tied to hundreds of tiny common gene variations instead of one big mutation. They're slowly changing people. It's like radiation. I just showed y'all with the mutation. It's a radiate. We got radiation. We got EMF in the atmosphere. 5G, 6G. Bro, they turn them motherfuckers into mutants, bro. We out here basically just, I need breath. We need to breathe. We out here deaf. We can't breathe. We basically out here dying, bro. Slow death. Everybody. So, we're gonna continue. So it say, gene and environmental mix. Genes give a person a higher chance. Remember what I said? I said we dealing with probabilities. Some people are least likely. Some people are more than likely. Some people are more probable. Some people are less probable. They're just playing with the numbers. They're just playing with probabilities. They're trying to turn somebody that is least likely to do something and making them more than likely to do that. How can they do that? They control the environment. They're taking shit from people. They're fucking with people. They're forcing people. What? Forcing people to cross them lines. And once you cross them lines, what do I say? You cross them lines, certain lines you can't come back from because agreements is real. Once you place the condition, a rule, a agreement, and you agree to do something, and you think it don't harm you, and you going through a mutation. When you go back on your word, you're modifying your behavior, you're altering your genes, you're going back on what God made you and who he made you to be. You will no longer be the same, sir. You will no longer be the same person. I don't care. It might not show on first, but what do it say? These are small changes. Small changes. easy enough to overlook. Get you nice and arrogant. What you gonna say? It said vigor. Look what the definition. What do it say? It said give people vigor. Let's look up what the definition of vigor. All the gang stalkers have vigor. Look. Hold up. Look, this is what they give them. They give them vigor. Vigor means physical or mental strength, energy, and active force. It describes doing something with intense enthusiasm, power, or healthy vitality. The program gives the gang stalkers vigor. It strengthens them to do this in packs. It gives them energy. It gives them power. It's magic. It's magic. Look, yo. Look, man. Look. All right, let me hold up. Now we going down the rabbit hole, all right? We're gonna go down the rabbit hole. Hold up, give me a minute. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole. All right. All right. So let's go back to dystopia. Imaginary bad place. They put the black goo in you. The jab. People wasn't the same after they got the jab. They changed the mind. They changed the body. Now they got to change your DNA. How can they change your DNA? The jabby jab. So, what necessarily do the jabby jab do? It changes the DNA. When you make a slight alteration in the DNA sequence, that's called a mutation, by the way. If you have Y chromosome, 2 Y chromosomes, and you turn the Y into an X, you didn't alter the sequence. When you turn man into girl and girl into man, you didn't cause the mutation. When you have messed up a person's DNA sequence, you didn't alter this person. This person not even a human being. But look at what medical use for dystopia was. It say a displacement of an organ. All right, y'all. Now here's where we going down the rabbit hole. Cause I'm trying to tell we getting close to how they're bringing hell on earth. We're getting close there. We're very fucking close. In medical use, dystopia was displacement of an organ. This one tripped me out. Displacement of an organ? Excuse me? Let's look up what does that, what is you trying to say here? So let's search that up real quick. So displacement of an organ? Basically, displacement of an organ is when, let's say, the uterus is more lower than what it should be, or the intestines might be too high up. So it's basically when you change the position of an organ in the body. Yo, why your the disc in your neck so high up? Why the back of your head got that lump in it? Yo, your ear is not supposed to be like that. Why is the organs changing? How are they able to change? Remember I did a live stream. I told y'all sometimes my teeth been shifting. Didn't I tell y'all that? When you when you alter the body in any way, do you know what that is? Guess what a displacement in the organ is? A mutation. Can this be a mutation? And say yes, organ displacement can be caused by genetic mutation. Bro, are y'all getting this? Guess what, y'all? Remember in school? Put your right hand over your heart. The national anthem? Yo, the Mandela effect. Why is they saying our heart is in the middle of our chest? I wonder, did they alter human beings already? Why is there pictures? Look at the pictures. Why is they showing pictures? The displacement of the organ. Why is the heart is in the middle of our chest now? Wow. What structural DNA, what changes have human beings had gone through? Let's look at the pictures. Hold up. Whoa. The heart in the middle of the chest? When was this? What is this? The Mandela. Now, this goes hand in hand with the Mandela effect, y'all. The memories. Look, the altering of the memories. Check this out, y'all. We about to go down the rabbit hole. Remember, dystopia is a displacement in the organ. That means when the organs shift, bro, you're not fucking human no more. What the fuck is you? Why is your brain in your ass? You thinking with your butt head. You an asshole for real. Why is you ever see people and they look weird? What the fuck is going on here? We walking around, motherfuckers look like fucking metamorphosis and shit. Like, hold on, they changing. They not playing. They started with the mind, the body. Now they're playing with motherfuckers' organs now. I want to tell y'all how deep this shit is though. Look, now they telling us our heart is in the middle of our chest. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? I don't remember that. I was in school. The heart was on the left side. Put your right hand over your heart. When have our heart been in the middle of our chest? They not playing. Niggas not human no more. People not human no more. Look, I thought I was tripping. It was a post on Reddit. I'm thinking I'm tripping. They made a hypothesis. You go to Mandela effect on Reddit. People been talking about it. Look, they've been altered us. Humans been mutated. Some of us as TIs, we might be the last humans for real. We might be the last real human beings, the real people, for real. Look, it's a hypothesis. Body changes are related to humanity being shaped and designed. Someone talked about what I was talking about. I found it. I'm like, damn, I knew somebody had to be on this shit. Somebody had to peep game. Somebody had to. I couldn't have been the only one. So look what he said. He said, I know this is pretty crazy idea. No, you're not crazy. I'm talking about this shit right now. They altered us. He said, so I'm not saying it's a high probability. Remember I just told y'all it's probabilities. Some people have described the following sets of Mandela effects as upgrades based on the fact that they all seem to increase survival. No, it's not upgrades. They're transforming people. They're changing people into something else, something demonic, satanic for these evil spirits so they can change this planet. They can bring hell on earth, bro. There's conditions, meaning there's rules. The dome, the fucking dome can't come down unless everybody evil. When everybody evil and that veil be lifted, everybody will wake up. That's the last truth. The last truth will be the Big Bang for real. It will be the reset. This is what they're trying to hold this shit together as much as possible. Basically, they trying to wait for something. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, If it was no more policing and they let this shit be the wild wild west for real, you will really be seeing people true nature. They're policing people's they're policing people's mutation, bro. They're trying to make sure people don't go too off the rails. This is why people still get locked up. If everybody gang stalking everybody in the program, why people getting locked up still? They trying to hold this shit back. They trying to keep the illusion if you do bad, you get locked up. They trying to keep this shit under wraps, bro. Why you think they build bunkers? Why you think they got underground tunnels? Bro, they gonna abandon this world, bro. They trying to run because they know that these people out here is crazy, bro. These people are out their mind. They out their fucking mind. They gonna run. They gonna go underground. They gonna go on. They gonna fight. Fuck y'all. Y'all deal with this shit. They mutated people, bro. You think these gang stalkers won't be eating each other like zombies and cannibalism out here? You think they ain't already doing that, bro? They looking at people. You think the FBI, the CIA don't see people doing this shit now in their basement kidnapping people? You think they don't see that shit? They ain't snitching. They ain't saying nothing. They studying people's mutation, bro. They're watching people change and do shit based upon that mutation. Now look. This is a person on Riddick. I don't know this guy. He talking about the same shit I'm talking about. Any alteration of the body changes you in bad ways. It's a wrong turn. It's a turn for the worse. It told y'all, I just showed y'all it means bad turn for the worse. It means it's only for the worse. It's not good. You're not being gang stalked for good necessarily. You being gang stalked, they trying to turn you. It's a you a God-given person if you can turn this shit to a good. If you can turn the mutation into something good, if you can turn your scars into good, you turn your trauma into good. You godly. So look, it say some people, these are the Mandela effect. These are people who caught on to certain shit. It say the red cage covers more of the organ by extending further down the side. I remember the rib cage never was this low. Our rib cage never covered much of our organs. That's something else I noticed. He said the heart has moved to the center of the chest. I never remember the heart being in the center, bro. So we living in the dystopia, bro. This shit real, y'all. Then they say the skull has more thicker bone and more reinforced ridges to take impact. The back of the eye socket is now closed. Yo, it never was like that, yo. I'm trying to tell y'all, they had mutated us, bro. They mutated us, bro. Yo, the back of our eye socket is now closed, bro. It never was like that. We had open eye. Our eye sockets was open. It said ligaments have now been added to the knee for stability and we can run faster. Now, yo, oh my God, yo. So he said, based on these facts, they had all seem to increase survival. He is actually true. That's true because our environment, it seems to increase survivability, make people in fight or flight, our instincts. Basically, it turned us into hunters. We have adapted to a gang stalking environment to where now we are more adept to hunting, not loving. Remember the body, we talked about it being molds. They had changed people. People not taught how to be wives. People not taught how to be husbands. People not taught how to be lovers. That shit is dead, bro. That shit is once a figment, bro. That shit used to be an idea, bro. Shit's not the same no more. It's an illusion, y'all. They trying to hold together what's already has fallen. Everything you believe to be true, it is gone. That's an illusion. If I give you some shit that happened in the past, I'm trying to use nostalgia. I'm trying to lull you. I'm trying to put you to sleep. I'm trying to lull you to sleep. I'm trying to deceive you. If I bring up some nostalgia, if I'm trying to bring up some old shit of what things used to be, I'm trying to deceive you automatically because shit, this is not what it is no more. This is why they show you love. They show you honeypot couples and shit. They try to show you some shit that used to happen. You went back some false shit. They trying to put you to sleep for real. Yeah, don't you want this? You want the blue pill, don't you? You want love, don't you? You want to be happy, don't you? You want this false shit, don't you? They using everything, nigga. They trying to alter our, bro. They trying to mutate us, bro. It's only sets. It's only a set. It's only sets, yo. It's only a set. They trying to mutate motherfuckers. They trying to mutate people. So I wasn't the only one onto this, right? The body has been changed long before. So I'm gonna show you what he been saying. He said, however, some of the other human body changes are negatives. Lungs are smaller. I realized that. Prefrontal cortex is smaller. Whoa. Wow, that makes perfect sense. If your lungs are smaller and you can't breathe efficiently, then they activate the amygdala because you're like claustrophobic. When you go outside, you feel claustrophobic when you go outside, even when no one's around? So now your breathing is fucked up. Your breathing is shallow, and if you ain't breathing, you're dead. So now you in fight or flight. It seemed like everything geared us for gang stalking. And if your prefrontal cortex, the neocortex ain't activated and it's smaller, how you gonna think? So it seemed like these environmental changes made us susceptible to chaos. Not to calm ourselves down, not to be like, yo, no, it seemed like our environment is basically it's damaging, not just psychologically, mentally, everything. It's the environment. It's destroying us. It's making us it's turning our bodies against itself. He said, the combination of stronger, faster, plus dumber makes me think someone hostile is trying to turn humanity into a slave species by altering reality. Did I not just say that? If you run this strain back, I was already done this whole assessment. I found this Reddit post after. Bro, to have somebody already have it set up where I basically just broke this shit down. Yo, this shit is true. Now, when I just told you, they trying to bring hell on earth. Now, I wasn't looking at it like, now they said someone hostile, which I believe is trying to turn humanity into a slave species by altering reality. I'm talking about, I'm right now, we going over the environmental. See, when we talk about altering reality, now this is dark matter. We not talking about black goo. We talking about like what the universe is made out of. Dark matter. Now we talking about possessing some dimensional like type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like I believe they need that too. I believe they possess some of that, but not fully, because they still can't get past the dome yet. They still trying to shoot missiles and get through the veil. They still ain't get through that. So I believe they haven't fully possessed that yet. But it say, assuming some bad actor has the ability to interact with other universes and want to shape humanity, we'll call them the exploiters. They could use this process, decide on a set of changes that will make us better for their needs. Search for, detect alternate universes where the desired set of changes is already true for humanity. Transfer, wow, this shit, man, my head hurt. Oh man, I don't know if y'all do this shit is very real, yo. I really do believe that there's someone that can interact with these other universes and get certain truths like, yo, what worked on y'all universe? Oh, well, Our universe was nuked and we still survived. How y'all survived? This happened. Okay, let's recreate that. Let's have that they it's someone's getting outside knowledge on how to run this shit. Basically how to end the world. Someone is getting knowledge on this shit. Someone is being able to travel and talk to other shit. They getting help somewhere. They ain't just men doing all this shit. It's not. They getting outside help. I do think they show us in multiple movies. I do believe it's some other universe shit. They have the technology. They say transfer some set of people to a new universe. Not sure why. For some reason, the memories carry over for some. Rinse, wash, repeat, iterating to mold humanity into whatever they want us to be. Y'all, what is that, Helm? Mutation, genetic mutation. Putting shit in your body, telling you to do shit, making agreements to shit. You breaking the agreement. You giving yourself over. You being reanimated. Using magic. Using technology. All of this shit. The environment. We putting radiation in the environment. We modifying your food. We're changing you. We're doing all of these things. We injecting you with shit. We're changing the structure of your organs. We're shifting your heart in the middle of your chest. We're putting your brain in your ass and your ass in your head. We're doing all this shit. Motherfuckers they're different, bro. They're not the same people, bro. So they say, so he goes on and say, if this is happening, then we have thousands of parallel Earth right next door, just like in the show Sliders, except instead of Quinn and the gang facing a wacky set of historical circumstances in each new Earth they visit, Hitler was never born here, but Stalin rules. What do we do? In each episode, they encounter a slightly different human species. Hold on. Let's go to that show real quick because I never seen it. But y'all, let me just show y'all this. This is proof that our hearts was on the left side. This is proof right here that our heart was on the left side. The Mandela effect, right in your face. This is proof. Look, our heart is not in the middle of our chest, y'all. Check this out.
Good. Hey, there she is. I must have slipped. Wayne, what do you do if every time you see this one incredible woman, you think you're gonna hurl?
I say hurl. If you blow chunks and she comes back, she's yours. If you spew and she bolts, it was never meant to be.
I'm not ready yet. I gotta be comfortable with me first.
Why don't you just go talk to her? Talk to her. Talk to her. Talk to her. Talk to her.
Lady, here I come, baby. I'm coming to get you.
Why don't you just go talk to her? Why don't you just go talk to her? Why don't you just go talk to her? Scott?
Hey, hold on for a minute. Hold on. I don't think that was the video. Hold on. Give me a minute. I think it was another scene.
So,
Okay, yeah, yeah. You seen it? All right, y'all seen it, right? Yeah, he held his heart. So y'all seen it. Okay, cool. All right, y'all seen it. All right. So basically, when they mutated people and they offset it with what God intended people to be, basically these evil spirits can inhabit people. They're no longer good. So basically, you got trolls walking around. You got all types of shit down here. Nephilims, you got goblins, you got all types of shit. Look at you ever heard of Met Gala? The Met Gala? Let me show you something. They got runways where these celebrities they meet up and they become these things. And they show you. Y'all ever heard of the Met Gala? They got they hold little shows where they show themselves. With these spirits, they show themselves like they show who the fuck they is, like weird shit. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, like they be really putting this shit in our face, bro. Like these weird drag men and shit. Like they show you who the fuck they are. Look at y'all remember the baby? Remember the baby showed this video on him like this.
Hey, who the fuck ordered broccoli, man?
So they be telling us who they are, bro. So imagine who we be around. Imagine they live. It's a documentary. People just they dead, bro. What the fuck? That's why I said when the veil get lifted, when that condition is set, like all right, 98% of the planet is evil. All right, pull the rug, lift the veil, let everybody see. And when we walk, we wake up and then we see motherfuckers, they face deformed and shit. We like, yo, what the fuck? It's conditioned. That's why everything's conditioning. They got a plan for all this shit, yo. They got a plan. So look, heart being in the chest, all this shit, all these alterations, bro, all this shit that's going on. We closer to the end now, y'all. We're closer to the end. So this is what this person's saying. This is their hypothesis. Oh yeah, I want to see what he was talking about. He said the TV show Sliders, it was telling us the truth. So I want to see what this saying. I might have to watch this show depending on how good it is. But let's see what he was talking about.
Do it in bed.
Quinn Mallory.
What's the same shirt you had on yesterday?
I got fly.
In school,
I'm supposed to be the brightest of the bright, the best there is.
he's a dreamer.
Mr. Mallory, you might at least give me the courtesy to pretend that you are listening to me.
At work, he's a slacker.
I'm not that late.
The man that just fired you.
But in his basement laboratory,
My attempt to create the world's first anti-gravity device has taken a bizarre turn. Anti-grav, something else, definitely.
he's a scientific genius.
Oh my God, you solved it. A parallel universe is a theoretical concept. It gets better. A lot better.
You mean that we can just like
Someone figured it out already, y'all. They figured it out.
we're on another planet?
No, same planet, different dimension.
They can enter different dimensions, y'all.
Now, he and three unlikely friends are about to pass through a portal to a parallel dimension.
I think I just seen God and I could have sworn he was driving a Cadillac.
where everything is unreal.
How do we get things so?
What are you blind?
Gang stalking shit. Gang stalking shit.
Green is stop. Anything is possible.
They changed this shit, y'all. They changed the reality. Look.
Look at you.
They changed this shit. Yo, they telling us, bro. They changed our reality with this shit, bro. When you mess with time, when you mess with the body, when you change, shit goes for the worse, bro. You make a wrong turn. You make a wrong turn. They putting the truth right in our face. Now everybody's aggressive. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody lost their minds out here, bro.
He and three unlikely friends are about to pass through a portal to a parallel dimension.
I think I just seen God and I could have sworn he was driving a Cadillac.
Where everything is unreal.
How do we get things so?
What are you blind? It's a green light for crying out loud.
Let it go. Green is stop. Anything is possible.
What did you do, honey? Forget something?
Mom, look at you. And each time the clock strikes 0, a new adventure begins.
Who are you? Isn't it obvious? I'm you.
Wild, huh?
I once stepped onto an earth where there's no crime or hate. No one was afraid there, Planet.
Welcome to the revolution.
But none cares anymore.
Sliders.
You're gonna love sliding.
Wednesday at 9, 8 Central.
Wait, you don't write anything down after conversations?
There are probably universes where it's no gang stalking. There are probably universes where it ain't gang stalking at all. Might be something else. Might be a different variation. Might be a universe where you not being targeted. And then you got movies where the evil villain, he want to go to a different universe because his universe ass. His universe sucked. So maybe we got to get smart and figure out how to go to a different dimension. Maybe that's what I'm saying. See, they be telling us this shit. Where you think all these evil villains come from and they get to go to different universes? Like, I want to conquer this one, man, because what made them this bad and shit like that. Like, they even putting it, I believe this person is spot on with this theory because I just went over this shit. I just ran through this thing. Like, so he said, so he say it's grays, right? He say, in each episode they encounter a slightly different human species. Some of these species are very close to their own, and others are further along the process and more closely resemble human gray aliens, right? Gray aliens. What do gray aliens have to do with this, right? Suspend disbelief for a second. Consider what we heard about grays from the UFO community. They're humanoid. Remember, humanoid. So they was once human and they got altered? Why are they humanoid? What conditions have been placed? What had happened? Was it DNA? Was it physical? Was it sociological? What happened? Did it get nuked? Did their universe get nuked? What happened? Why are they over here? Who are the grays? He said they are some kind of slave species and don't have much free will. They often seen being directed by another species of praying mantis type creatures. They serve under command of the exploiters. They abduct people and dissect them to learn about their anatomy. Cause maybe some people they not able to mutate. Maybe the people that just maybe suspend your disbelief. Maybe the people who's being targeted are the people who have rare genes, a rare genetic. maybe this shit is strictly medical. Maybe, wow. I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this because there are some things that I just thought about now. Yeah, I'm gonna put some stuff to the side for part 2 real quick, but they say they abduct people and dissect them to learn more about their anatomy. They seem devoid of empathy but curious to understand human emotions. Some of them seem interested in producing hybrid offsprings with humans. This is why some STIs, why would they have us? Why would they want us making kids out here? Unless some of us they want us to create hybrids. Some of us we have a kid with one of theirs, right? One of their genetic modified people. And now it's a hybrid. Now your child is a special breed. Look at Bleach. Ichigo was a hollow. He was a hollow. He was a Quincy. He was a Fullbringer. He was multiple things at once. What if they trying to bro? What if we that guy or that girl for real? What if we are that people? What if like he said they are motivated by a desire for genetic information because their species are too narrowed and weak. So he said, how does all this fit together? Say, some of the Greys have escaped control of the exploiters and are rebelling against the entire enslavement process. They travel to and from our reality and many others as well to get human species specimens and learn more about what humanity was like before the alteration. The more genetic information they can get, the better picture they can have of how to restore humanity to its former status as a sovereign, free, dignified civilization. Don't gang stalking seem like some shit that been invaded? This shit seem like we been invaded by some shit, bro. It's like, ask yourself, why would y'all want some fake shit instead of real shit? Why y'all want to do street theater on having fun instead of having fun? It seemed like something definitely did take control, because why would you want the fake shit instead of the real thing? What is going on here? What is happening? Something is going on, right? So this is what I'm saying. There's been an alteration, not just in the body of people, the minds, but our reality has been altered. Someone has fucked with time. Someone has fucked with our dimension. Remember, when you alter anything that God has intended, when you alter what was perfect, it's imperfect. It's fucked up. You took a turn for the worse. They altered with something. They messed with time. They messed with, and right now they're trying to mess with our perception. But they're trying to mutate us, y'all. They're trying to turn us into one of them. So look, I'm gonna continue what he's saying, and then I'm gonna end it off. Say, the alien species known as the Greys are a modified form of humanity engineered to be slave minions. Oh, I already ran through that. He said, hold on, run it back down. Okay, so yeah, so it's like, said the alien species known as the Greys are a modified form of humanity engineered to be slave minions to prancing mantis like beings called the exploiters. The exploiters are who causes the MEs, Mandela effects, by locating nearby realities where humanity is changed and is one step closer to what they want. All these Earths exist in parallel, and one of the right technology could visit them and return. Some Greys have escaped control. Some are still under control of exploiters. Yada yada. Y'all get it. So basically, what the scriptures say? Woe to those who call evil good and turn good evil, who turn light into dark and dark into light. Turn is the mutation. How do you turn people? the human condition, genetic modification. You alters people's DNA, they're no longer human. When you people make agreements, they cross the line, they do things, they go against their moral conscience. We have a moral compass, meaning that when moral digression, when people regress morally, something you can't see. You don't have a health bar. You can't see your health bar, but you can see the changes on your body. But what happened when people morally regress? Then there are bad things. People turn for the worse, right? Things happen. Alterations. They're fucking with reality. Woe to those, because they is gonna pay. They gonna pay for this. It's bro. Oh, they want hell on earth. Yeah, there will be destruction on earth. It's definitely gonna be destruction. They want destruction. That's why I said God is coming with a vengeance, bro. They want war. It's gonna be hell on earth. It's gonna be bad. And you don't want to be here with these people. I feel like they want to take us down. They don't want us to be human. They don't want us to still be in God's graces. They want us to leave God's grace. They want to change us. They want to turn us to someone that God don't recognize. God know who we are, bro. He know how many hairs we got on our head. But understand, the reason why people are what they are is because they are genetically modified, bro. They are not what classifies human. They are something else. A barcode. They are number 190, 197. They are codes. They are numbers. Wherever. Agent K. They are letters. Alpha, beta, theta. The Freemasons. They are numbers. They are letters. They all types of shit. Anything but having human. Anything but human. They are letters, numbers, symbols. They all types of shit. All types of shit running out here. Everything but good people. That's what it is. So I appreciate y'all for coming on this stream, man. Like, this was a good one, man. Appreciate it. We had a good talk, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, though, man. Like, what y'all think? Was what I was saying bullshit? Like, do y'all see this to be true? Like, what y'all think? Like, talk to me. What y'all think, man? Does this seem like some bullshit? What y'all think, though? So yeah, man, some of y'all might be rare breeds, though. A rare breed for real. Only people that haven't been modified, man. Haven't got your genetics fucked with. I mean, we ain't perfect, but they not like us. 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 He told you they not like us. For real. For real. Genetically, none of that. They ain't like us, bro. They something else. Something else. And I'ma end it on that. End it on that. I'm gonna end it on that. I'm gonna end it on that. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Y'all be easy. Like the stream. If you feeling good, hit the Cash App. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.